Joshua Tunde. 20 Tunde is back over 22.
Yep, that's right.
How are we feeling? 22:47 U.S. champ.
I feel good. I mean, I kind of had the indicators coming in that I was in pretty good shape, and it's all about staying patient, not trying to overextend, do too much. And I'm just glad I was able to put it all together and go far today.
What were some of those indicators coming into this run? Because your competition schedule hasn't been super busy this season.
I mean, shit. Earlier this year, I was really kind of competing. Some of my throws in practice, especially when I first started going, were going nowhere near PR. It was a tough time, especially February, March, April. Everything was tough. But these past couple weeks, just kept putting my foot to the grindstone every day, working day in and day out, trying to rehab some old injuries. Try to prevent new injuries from happening. And I've been seeing the light shots go far. I've been snatching pretty heavy. Some people see it on social media. Pretty much in snatch PR shape. So along with that, and throwing the lights far, that was about it.
Yeah. If you were expecting to throw far, were you expecting a almost 20 centimeter PB, a shade under 2250, or was that a little bit of a surprise to you?
I mean, I've been, keeping track of all my numbers this year and kind of comparing them what I hit in 22. So I knew that I was probably 20 to 30 centimeters better than my old PB walking in the door today. I just kind of had to let it happen. Testament to my coach. He's got me in good shape and helped me execute the technique day in and day out. It's tough to do it on your own sometimes, but when he's out there, he seems to, help me feel the patience that I need to throw. Sometimes you kind of get in your head and you want to go fast, especially when things aren't going good. You want to try different ways of throwing. So, my coach has told me multiple times I got to be patient, trust it, stay over my left, out the back, and then just go in the middle and attack it.
Yeah. And so I guess the technical side of it that you needed to mesh the physical fitness you're in and the strength side and turn that into big marks. Was that more mental for you and just like staying calm, like you said?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, because you feel like you're big and strong. You feel like you're unstoppable.
Yeah.
You can do anything in the ring. I felt that, and I've been able to throw far feeling that way before. I'm big and strong. I can do anything in the ring and it's going to go far. But, lately it's just kind of been executing technically. I'm big and strong now, but I can't force it anymore. That's how you get hurt. So you got to be patient and let the throw develop naturally in the ring, and that's what I did today, and it went.
Did you feel like today was technically the best throw of your career, or have there been better ones where you haven't necessarily been in this good a shape?
This throw in 2022 is when I'm talking about. I was super strong. I can get the shot to go. Had a bunch of throws at 22, 29, 22, 24. I was strong as hell. Technique really wasn't there that much. I remember the first time I threw 22 in Italy. Probably felt the most effortless throw that I've ever felt. It was that. It was Texas A&M my senior year in college at SEC, 21-33, super effortless. And honestly, this one, these are the big three. So my first time throwing 21, effortless. First time throwing 22, effortless. And this one, 22 mid, also felt effortless.
Is when you have those effortless type of throws, is it anywhere in the circle you feel it, or is it just when you get to the release and then you're like...
Like, it's all set up. So as soon as you're starting to throw, you got to be patient. And you got to, trust your legs. A lot of people think about your shoulder. You can throw whatever kind of way you want to throw. But for me, myself, I need to slow down my shoulders and use my legs. And that's where I feel it the most. If I set it up right, if I'm balanced out the back, I'll be balanced in the front. So.
Yeah, you pick up a U.S. title today.
Yeah.
What does that mean to you?
It means we're going back to Denny's. Going back to Denny's. Shit, man. I've been coming out here since 2014. I've left the stadium in tears before, from not making junior teams. I've been coming here for a long time. Finally got to see my name at the top of the leaderboard. Long time coming. A lot of faith, a lot of patience. Patience is probably the most important part. So it means everything, man. A lot of people say I should have switched affiliations and went with Nigeria from last year. Did all that kind of stuff, but I just try to stay true to who I am and just keep putting the work in, and that's what showed today.
Yeah. You're going back to Denny's. You're going back to Worlds too.
Yeah.
How excited are you to get back on the global stage after missing out on Paris last year?
Man, I'm excited to get back out there. Definitely wish I executed more last year, but I mean, you look forward. This year's going to be cool. Tokyo is going to be awesome. I know they really couldn't do a lot at the Tokyo Olympics just because of COVID, so I'm sure they got a lot of stuff planned. Hopefully, it's going to be exciting to be out there. Decent anime fan, so I'm looking forward to see some of that stuff. Big ramen fan, love ramen, so that's going to be cool. Maybe some Kobe beef or something like that. That'll be awesome, so I'm excited. Yeah.
I feel like a lot of the top American shot putters are anime fans. Is that the secret sauce?
Honestly, Peyton told us all about anime, and I've been watching anime probably since 2018-ish. Didn't really watch it when I was a kid, but lately, there's some good motivational characters.
Yeah.
And, what they go through, I try and relate to it. And it's like, and honestly, the graphics are looking insane. Like Demon Slayer is like, I've never seen an anime look so clean in my life. That's also kind of enticing too. So yeah.
So did Peyton start it, and then he got like you and Chase and Maggie on it, or like?
I know. I think I heard Maggie say she finished up with Naruto years ago.
Oh, okay.
It probably took her years. Peyton, he's a big One Piece guy. I haven't watched One Piece yet, but finished Naruto. I would say me, honestly, a lot of track and field fans are anime fans. So it's kind of one and the same.
Yeah, I mean, you were just looking over at Peyton.
Yeah.
Obviously, the camaraderie between the throwers it's such a, especially when we look at like what happened in the men's 200 today. There's none of that in the throws. Like, how special is it to be competing against the best in the world that are also your very good friends?
I don't know why the bond is so strong, man. We've been competing with each other since we were pretty young. Like, I've known Peyton since probably 2017. I've known Tripp since 2017. We've kind of all known each other, for almost 10 years now. So it's kind of cool to see. And like when another one, graduates their senior year at college, it's kind of cool to see who's going to keep throwing, who's going to hang it up, And all the guys that keep throwing, you just, want to see them succeed at some point. If they stay in it. Being a pro, it's difficult, but if they stay in it, they're going to see some success at some point. So I love that for everybody. It's cool.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw, but Leo threw 2280 today at Italian Championships. You hit this big one. Peyton hit a big season's best. Tripp PB'd. Ryan's coming back in Tokyo. Like, how excited are you for what that competition could end up looking like?
It's going to be pretty insane. I feel like a lot of people have been counting me out all year, man. So I'm just trying to, stay to my ones and twos and do what I can do what I do best. I'm not really worried about everybody else. So if I go out there and work on myself for this next month and do what I do best every day, I think I can see myself in the medals again. So that's cool. Yeah, I feel good. Nice job for Leo. I want to see what that series was like. He's a great thrower, so it's going to be really fun. A bunch of the Italian guys are great, so it's going to be cool.
Nice job for Leo, but Tunde's coming.
Yeah, damn right.
Peyton Otterdahl makes another U.S. team here, runner-up, 22:35 with a big season's best in round 6. How are we feeling right now?
Great. I mean, coming to U.S. Champs, ultimate goal is always to check that box to make the team. We're going to Tokyo. We're super excited to go back. First time there since the Olympics. Can't wait to be back.
Yeah, it was a really great series for you today with lots of 21 highs, and obviously you get the big one towards the end. Like, what was clicking in the ring for you today?
It felt close. It felt like the setup was all good, and just missing it a little bit at the finish, whether that's good hand contact or just staying on the shot long enough, and it felt like in round 6 I finally caught one.
Yeah, it's a big throw. It's looking more like the form we saw you in early on last season. Whereas this year, I think your season's best coming in was like 22:07 or something like that. Was that an intentional, you wanted to build this season slower, knowing that it was a lot longer, so you're peaking more towards right now in the meets that really matter?
Yeah, the goal is to peak for USA's because it always takes big throws to make the team. So we did want to stay on it longer. The meets earlier this season were definitely not indicative of how training was going. Training's been going great, better than it ever has. Just I would get to meets and be missing things. So glad to finally be connecting on throws a little bit better. And we're in championship season now, so hopefully we can ride this wave to Tokyo.
Yeah. What was your mindset stepping into that ring for that final throw?
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
What was the mindset stepping into the ring for that final throw?
It's now or never.
Yeah.
How bad do you want it? I wanted it bad. So.
Yeah, clearly. What was after you get that throw, and you have Tripp, who's just had this incredible season, and Joe, who's like the 6th round guy of all 6th round guys, like, what were the nerves like sitting there waiting to see if that mark held up?
Well, I didn't have to wait too long, luckily. Depending on what Tripp's throw was, I knew whether I was going to be safe or not. So I was pretty nervous for his throw because he's a gamer. I mean, coming out and throwing a PB today, like, he's in the shape of his life right now. So to see that, like, you can't count him out. And obviously with Joe, I mean, he's one of the best shot putters of all time, and I've been bitten by him in round 6 before, like last year at Tokyo.
Yeah.
So I knew that he's capable of throwing huge. So I mean, this is such a talented group of Americans. It really is such a shame that we can't take more to the Worlds because, I mean, shoot, there's like 3 more guys there.
Yeah,
Plus
get
the
Roger,
rankings
Joe,
and
everyone.
And unfortunately, they can't be due to the rules. So. I mean, it's awesome to be a part of this group and see how it's evolving. I mean, I think that 4th place is the furthest 4th in U.S. Champs history.
Yeah.
Throwing 22.07 and you don't get on a team, I mean, that's bonkers. That's insane.
Yeah.
So,
How good is it to finally get this one that is indicative of the form, like you said, the training that you've been in? Like, this one it's one of your best marks ever.
it feels good. I mean, I'm glad to do it at U.S. Champs. There's no better time to do it. So hopefully we'll be able to just keep building from here.
Yeah, you gotta. I don't know if you saw, but Leo threw 22.80 this morning.
Wow, I did not see that.
At Italian Championships, and obviously Josh is back. Tripp's here. Ryan's gonna be coming back at some point. Like, U.S. or Worlds is just, it's gonna be a battle like always. Like, how excited are you to just like feed off that competition and see what it can produce when you guys head back to Tokyo?
I'm super excited. I mean, Tokyo is one of the coolest places I've ever been. To get a little bit of, I don't want to say redemption, but I mean, Tokyo in 21 was the COVID Olympics.
Yeah.
So we competed in front of an empty stadium, and I want to see that thing packed this time around. So I want to experience what the Olympics should have been 3-4 years ago.
Yeah. What's it? How have you, going back to Tokyo now, how is 2025 Peyton going to Tokyo different from 2021 Peyton going to Tokyo?
Bringing in a lot more experience. I've been to majors now. I know what to expect about the whole process of that. So having the experience now, I'm hoping will carry me to new heights at Worlds.
Awesome. Loggy tausaga-collins, second at USA's. You didn't need the bye. It was nice to have, though. 64.86 today. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. You know, a lot of people are like, well, why did you have to show up? You already had it. First and foremost, money. But second off, I wanted to prove that even without the bye, I was going to be here. And I'm just excited that showed. Again, I was able to get those marks in the first 3 rounds. That'll get me through to the final in Tokyo. That's what I was coming here to do, making an intense practice to see like how we shake down during pressure. Did I improve on that? No. Pretty upset about that, but I know I'm in a good spot. This is going to go under as another meet that's been good for me. And I'm just proud about that.
Yeah, I know you've been preaching consistency all year. Even in Ramona, you were like, I'm happier with the 268s than with the 70-72. That wasn't quite there today, but how do you feel you've been developing that throughout the season?
Again, I've looked at the body of work. I think this is 13 or 14 meets now, including USA's. I've only had 3 genuine meets where I was like, this is doom and gloom. If you would have asked me last year, it would have been switched, where I had only 3 good meets. And so that's all I can ask for. Again, I'm just looking for presence. I want to let people know that it wasn't a fluke, but I'm also trying to tell myself that winning Worlds in 23 wasn't a fluke. I know that I can hit a 69-meter throw. Genuinely, I just have to keep honing in and refining my technique.
Do you feel like, I guess physically, do you feel like you're in as good of or better shape than you were in 2023?
Yes, absolutely. I think the thing that's taken me probably over the edge and has made me consistent and is letting me know that I'm ready for more is my mental state. Again, nothing is going to help an athlete more than some confidence, and you can build that confidence by literally just having meets that are consistent, and that's what I have right now, and that's why I'm able to adjust through this championship. I've been able to stay calm and not flip out, or sometimes throwers, when they're getting ready to do something, we say it all the time, grip and rip, and it just it takes away from the technique, and we're able to refine that now for me and my coach, and so I'm happy about that.
Yeah. How'd the 64.8 feel today? Is it, if my understanding was, did you say you were trying to be a little more controlled in the first 3 throws, ensure you get to the finals, and then the last 3 were more all out, I guess?
Yes. So the first throw, 63, I was very, very hesitant. The 64 felt like money. I just knew it when I released it. I was like, dang it. I was like, something was a bit off. That's such a nice feeling now where I can feel the adjustment. But then from there, I was just like, you know what? I'm going to go for it. Again, that didn't work out for me. I just wanted those last two throws to really just go for it, see what we can do, see what would shake loose in the right sense, not just like rip and rip. It's working though. We're figuring some things out.
Yeah, like you said, you have competed a lot this year.
Oh.
Is that still the plan going into Tokyo, or are you going to take some time off and just get into some really good training?
So I'm going to take a couple weeks off because I have the Diamond League final, and then I'll come back from there. So I only have about 2-3 more meets under my belt. That's it. So I don't think necessarily that I have time off in the sense of like meet-wise, because I'm going to have that intensity going for the Diamond League final. I'm going gun-ho the whole season. I'm exhausted, but I'm happier than I've ever been, so like whatever, let's keep throwing it.
Yeah, now that with the way this season has gone, I know you started working again with Coach Werski this past off season. Like, how validating has the way this season has been, how validating has it been for that decision to be made?
Again, one thing you'll hear me say is I was dealing with some imposter syndrome all through 24. It's been validating to see that like I'm okay. Like I don't suck. I'm just not there. And that's been so validating to have someone be like, look, like you don't have to reinvent the wheel every meet like the way that I did in 23 and 24. It's just like you have the wheel. We're building the car now, and that is complicated. What the mechanisms are there, and I couldn't be more thankful for that because I mean, again, right? Not just me, but the world is seeing like this is the most consistent professional year I've ever had, and I'm excited to see what that brings leading up into this entire quad.
Yeah, I asked the same question to Chase yesterday. What's it going to mean going to Tokyo, knowing you didn't have a chance to compete there in 2021?
Let me tell you something. This will be healing. This will be something where I'm like, you know what?
I'm really proud of what I did. And
you're figuring it out. It's also just heartbreaking because I haven't made any Olympic team, and I know for sure that I should have been on one. That's my fault, and I want to fix that. But to go back to Tokyo and be like, all right, like I can get in this kit and I can be there. It's like, what happens at the end of this quad? Like, I don't know, like it's just hope. I love hope. I want hope, and it's giving it to me. So it'll be refreshing to be in there and be. I think it's the same stadium, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Hell yeah. I want that. I want all of it. I want everything. Bring it to me.
We just
did
things so well.
Shelby Frank, 4th place here, one half of the clutchest couple in the USA right now. 61-11 in the 6th round. Make your first team. How are you feeling?
It doesn't feel real right now, obviously. I think that I kind of knew that looking at the marks during the competition, I knew that I was fully capable of doing it. And so it's really just relaxing and trusting my technique, trusting what I've been working on all year, and just kind of relaxing and going from there. So that's all I could do. There's nothing more I could do than that.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of a slow start for except for Loggy and Val.
Yeah.
It was kind of a slow start for everyone that was going to be kind of fighting for those 3rd and 4th spots. Like, how did you just kind of stay calm and relax throughout the situation and not let that pressure get to you?
I think to be honest, I did let that pressure get to me, like, through, like, the middle throws. Like, I think my first throw I was really relaxed, and my last throw I was really relaxed. But in the middle, I kind of started going too fast. I saw the marks on the board, and I was like, oh, I can throw those. And I started trying a little bit too hard or going too fast throughout the ring and not really doing what I need to do in my technique. And then kind of being able to just kind of relax. In the last one, I said, this is my last shot. This is all I got. So I'm going to just go for it and relax a little bit.
Yeah, it was just kind of a like shut the brain off type of throw. There wasn't like a specific cue you're trying to fix.
On too much before that, so.
Yeah. Now, like you said, you're making a team. Just how special is that for you?
I think it's really special. I guess like I started throwing in 7th grade, and this has always been the goal. And this isn't the end goal. Obviously, there's so much more that I would like to accomplish in my career and in my life. But for right now, like, very happy, very thankful for everything. Again, it doesn't feel real, so I almost don't know what to say. But I'm just so thankful and so grateful, and I really took time. Like, I prayed about the situation this morning and kind of just everything came together and it worked out really well. So I'm just so thankful.
Yeah. How important would you say coming into this one was your experience at trials last year, where you made 2 finals? Like, how important was that coming into this one to just make sure you were in the right mentality? And it's a situation you've been in before.
Yeah, I think that knowing that this year, trials was nice last year because I had both events. So I got to do one, and then I kind of already got the nerves out in that first event to do the second event. And this year was a little bit different, where like I had nerves today, kind of going into disc. So that was a little bit different. But I think overall, just trusting that, like, I've been to USA's multiple times. I competed at trials in the finals last year. Trusting my work that I've done with Falcons, and just everything kind of stacked up on each other to like make this structure and make this foundation good.
Was the decision to not throw hammer here this week, was that just it's your better chance was in the discus, and with a more compact schedule, that was kind of the way to go?
Yes. Well, I think that if it would have been 2 weeks after NCAAs, I would have done both.
Okay.
But with the month in between, it was just like a lot of different practice times. I would have had to throw every single day, throw both every single day, because that's what I was doing since January.
Yeah.
And kind of to be able to hold that peak since January, I think would have been a little bit hard. But if I want to pick up the hammer next year, then I'll do it again for fun. But for right now, it's just the disc.
So we're not ruling out hammer
No,
yet?
we're not ruling it
Okay.
out yet.
That's good to hear.
Yes.
Obviously, with Marcus making the team yesterday, similar fashion to you in round 6. Like, watching that, what was the like conversations like then afterwards with him about it coming into this one?
I mean, I just told him, like, I am so proud of him. Like, after everything he went through last year, like breaking his foot, he had some oblique issues this year, and after everything that he's kind of been through, his 70-meter mark not being like certified in different things, like, he's been through so much, he's worked his butt off for this. So was so happy for him yesterday, and then I almost had to like calm myself down, because like I feel energy like through him, and how well he did. Like, I was crying yesterday for him, and just so excited for him, and seeing how hard he's worked to be able to make that team. And so just so happy for him. And I think that last night I actually watched your interview with him and how you asked him the advice he'd give me, because we normally don't talk about throwing very much, but he just said, like, you just need to calm down and not be in your head, and you'll be just fine. And then I listened to kind of what he said to you, and went with that. Like, you just got to get it done. You just got to do your thing. You don't have to worry about anyone else.
Is it going to be hard to not talk about throwing when you guys are headed to Tokyo together
Probably.
now?
Probably really hard, but I guess we'll see.
Yeah, and I mean, this year like you said in a previous interview I heard, you transferred from Minnesota this year, come down to Texas Tech, obviously reaping the results of that tenfold. Like, what went into the decision to transfer and start working with your new coach?
I think just like a few different things. Like, it wasn't anything like bad. Like, I had a really good experience at Minnesota. It was more of just like challenging myself, getting a new experience, and also like pushing for things like this to happen. Like, that's why we also dropped the hammer right now, is to really, I knew I had a chance to make it in the discus, so really pushing forward on that, and it hopefully paid off, as long as the world rankings all look good. So,
yeah.
Yes.
Are you planning on staying with your same training setup in Lubbock now that you're not competing collegiately anymore?
Yes, I think so, for at least like another year, and then we'll just kind of see where the wind takes us. Marcus likes to move a lot, so we'll kind of just see what happens and like what life brings us or whatever. But we like Lubbock. The weather's nice. We can throw year round outside, so it's been good.
Is he training in Lubbock too?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. He's in Lubbock as well, but his coach just moved, so they're doing like distance coaching and stuff. But my coach Falcons will be there.
Gotcha. Gabby Jacobs, 63-33 here at USA's today. You take bronze, make a team. How are you feeling right now?
Amazing. On cloud 9.
Yeah. Round 6, like, what were the emotions going into that one?
I just I saw what it took to be third, and so I just kept telling myself to put myself in the position to be there. And then I was bouncing back and forth between this idea of okay, do I start a slow clap, or is that going to mess me up? And I was like, the slow clap has worked for me all season, so I'm just going to do it, and I'm going to feel the energy. There's nothing more that I wanted than a good Hayward feel, slow clap, get through. So
What obviously you make the team. That's big in and of itself. But this whole season has just been such a breakout for you. Like, what has it been like progressing through this season, finding out just how good you are and seeing how good you can still be?
Oh, I mean, I think that it's been amazing. I've always believed in myself. Like, I've had like
even now I feel like I'm still building towards
what I would call sometimes an unreasonable amount of faith in my ability before it was ever shown. And I think that there's been a lot of people in my corner since day one that have also had just like an unreasonable amount of belief in me. And I think that just to see that in a season feels so good. Like, it just feels great for it to all come together. And like gives me, it just lets me know that I'm like making the right decisions.
Yeah. You took 2 years off in 2022 and 2023. What brought you back to discus last year?
Oh man, I was sitting on my couch and I was talking to one of my friends that had been training through those 2 years, and I was like, "You think I still have it?" And he was like, "I think you do. You should just try." And I called my dad.
He was right.
I called my dad, and that was the real deciding factor because my dad was a collegiate athlete, has been a coach for over 30 years, and I was like, "Dad, do you think I should do this?" And he's like, "Hey, get out there, do it, have fun, and you love it, and
it feels like I've always loved like
and go from there." And I'm really glad that I listened to that piece of advice.
It's exciting. I think you have to use that camaraderie.